Hi, and season's greetings. Welcome to CTALK. This is a very special edition brought to you by Coca-Cola European Partners. And we're very excited to be joined by a large number of retailers today. So we can talk about Christmas, past, present, and future. And joining us today we have Amrit. We've got Amit, Susan, Dennis, and Tanita, of course, Paul Chima, who is also a retailer, but our founder for CTALK. And I'm going to hand over the floor now to Amy Burgess, who is the Senior Trade Comms External Communications, apologies, from Coca-Cola European Partners to introduce us today.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for giving up your time and joining us today. Just really keen to understand from you guys where you are on your Christmas planning journey, what you see the big opportunities for this year with the kind of new normal taking place, and any top tips you might have for your retailing peers. You might keen to understand where we are on our Christmas plans. As you can imagine, they're well underway. We're supporting our customers. We have our festive packs already out on shelf, and you will see that on our packs at the moment there's new messaging around recycling and the fact that these bottles now contain 50% recycled content. We have numerous campaigns on screen. So, Susan, I know you're a fan to see that the truck advert is on TV, and that's the official start of Christmas. But we also have Schweppes as well, back on TV for the first time in 4 years, and a new advert. Oh, it's just flashed up on screen now, and a new advert from Coke will launch in December. But we will continue to support communities in which we operate moving into December. So you'll see more charity link-ups from us, and also a big product donation programme happening. So that is obviously front of mind for us at the moment. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to you guys just to hear where you are on your Christmas journey and any kind of big opportunities you see, whether it's for soft drinks or for the broader part of your store. Do I have any volunteers to step up first? James, why don't we start with you? Paul, do you have where are you?
So we, I think from last year, we took a lot of learnings from last year. So last year was all about volume for us. I think this year is something different. This year we're planning that experience for the shopper. The off-trade's closed. Will it open for Christmas? I'm not too sure, but there's a big opportunity for us retailers. So we are now thinking about, is the price really important, or are we going to focus on giving that experience? So how do we do the top tips for the customer? How do we pair up their favourite mixer with their favourite spirit to take home, and how do we do tasting tips and so forth? So that's what we're doing this year. And up to now, it's working pretty well. We've done a lot of gifting. So we've talked to shoppers, and they're saying it's £10, £15, the Secret Santa. So we've also started doing that, but we've placed these products around the store, not just in certain categories. But then when we look at my forecourt, which has been hard hit this year, we're doing a lot of big packs. So where we've got the Coke on, the 24 the big pack, what we can do, and we know that our shoppers are coming with a car, we're doing the pile high stack it at my forecourt. So we're doing some as well.
Great. Anyone else have?
Yeah, pretty much the same as Paul. We realised last year if we stock it high, we sell lots. And I didn't realise until I knew I was coming on as Paul that actually in December, Coke jumps from number 30 top selling product in my store to 24 during December. I think this year, regardless of whether the pubs are open or not, a lot of people will be having house parties. There's that possible we might get 5 days that we're allowed to visit people, but a lot more people are naturally drinking at home. And there's a huge opportunity for cross merchandising. So not only are we sort of the children sort of aspect is the soft drink that if the adults are drinking, but actually there's a cross merchandising with various other alcohol, and it's just about where you site it in store really. I think social media, we're putting adverts on social media to drive what we're doing in store to our customers. I think social media will start this year and bigger than they did late last year.
Amrit, anything more from you to add to some of the points that's been raised?
I'm doing more in store in terms of, just like Susan and Paul have said, in terms of tailoring the experience, but we've gone harder on our displays and stuff and making more an event of Christmas this year as to every other year. We went harder on Halloween this year because if people are locked down, they can't go out, they can't go to what they would normally do, be out and about at Christmas, they're all stuck in their homes. If you put more on for them, you do more for them while they're stuck in and stuck at home, they'll appreciate it more. So we're trying to organise some events. I'm speaking to some brands. I know I've liaised with you, Amy, as well, about some events I'm potentially planning to do in store, some sampling of new products and stuff like that. Give people, while they're at home and they're locked down, something to look forward to. They appreciate it more. People are more engaged with Christmas. I feel like Christmas this year, there's a lot of people in the last, it happened with Halloween, and they're splitting. So some people are saying like, with Halloween, I'm not going to bother because people aren't going to be out because of COVID. And then I went the opposite and I said more people will probably be out because we've got less to look forward to. So I've upped the ante compared to other years, and I think I'll do the same Christmas. So I'm going to go harder for Christmas this year because I believe it means more to people to be able to like get together. I was watching the news last night, and it was like they were interviewing people out and about, saying like, if there are restrictions for Christmas, what are you going to do? And the general consensus was that like people are just going to do whatever they're going to want to do anyway. Like it comes to Christmas, people want to be at home with their families. So I feel like it's time to step up with retailers and really serve the needs of our communities and really hammer home a nice experience for Christmas.
Anyone else? Amit, do you have anything?
It's similar to what Amrit mentioned. I think this year will be the most fantastic opportunity for the convenience network to hammer home to the consumer that we can offer, either great value or a great product range during like a seasonal period, because we have all the footfall now. So I think customers will be looking towards our stores to see, what can you do now? What can you do next? Can we, will this be repeating next year? So I think it's really important to hammer home the message that, we can offer, a certain range of gifting, value, and hit the consumer's needs.
Brilliant. Sunita?
Literally just dittoing everything that everyone has said. Product availability has got to be the first thing. And just making sure the store is just vibrant and just welcoming for the customers to come in. It's going to be a difficult year this year. It has been a very difficult year this year. And just making our customers welcome, the fact that they've got somewhere to go. It's not just about the money, it's about being there for the customer. It's about being there in the community and being there for our customer.
Great. And Dennis?
Yes, I agree with what everybody said just now, totally with the rest of the retailers, but I think a couple of things that I would like to bring up is, I think what we've got to realise as well, there's a massive opportunity, and I think there's going to be lots of queues in supermarkets this year because of COVID, and I think we could cash in on that. I think there's a massive opportunity there. I think mixers is a sleeping giant still. I still think we could do a lot more with that. I think what Paul said about gifts and mixers with sampling is a great idea, so I'll definitely be on that. And the other thing, the other two things that I would like to see is more for social media, because we do, I know everybody that's on the group today, we do loads of social media. I think there's massive opportunity with suppliers on that, especially Coke. And the other thing I'd like to see is more Christmas point of sale. So that's my suggestions.
Great. I think that links into kind of the big three big opportunities that come to mind for myself. So one around core range and getting that really well. So your larger sharing packs, thanks Kate, and also and your multi-pack cans, etc. across core ranges like Coca-Cola, lemonade, mixers, adult premium, but then also what Amit said, balancing the need for value, but also premium options. There will be people this year that aren't as financially secure, so price point is going to be really important to them. But there will be options to trade people up because they want to entertain within the home, whether it's in small groups, as Susan said, or maybe virtually. And then the with alcohol opportunity that Dennis mentioned, mixers absolutely being one of those. I actually heard that there are 30 million additional alcohol opportunities around Christmas, and many of them will be within the home. So if you can tap into those, that's a good opportunity for you guys. So some of the big the mixers, you've got Coca-Cola, great with dark spirits, Schweppes, with obviously gins, so that's the everyday G&T, B&T moment, but also gifting or trading them up to more premium from gins, etc., for the gifting point of view. A question I had, is there one thing that you're going to do differently this year, just one thing that you didn't do last year because of the current situation we're in, that you're really going to go big behind? It doesn't have to be soft drinks, it can be broader within your store. I think some of them talked about the experience, but anything more you would like to add around that one?
I think the big thing that I'm doing different this year that I didn't do last year, we'll do exactly the same as we did last year, but actually now I've got an online app where customers can deliver from home. So you can almost sort of make them make purchases, so you can hit them up with offers and sort of persuade them to go a certain way through the app. So that's completely different for us this year. I've started it now in the lead up to Christmas, hoping that it's going to work and increase sales. So we'll do exactly the same in store. I'm not sure we'll do anything too different. But yeah, that's a huge difference for us this year.
Yeah, and yeah, I heard a lot of retailers doing that this year as well. Anything else? Anyone else?
I would just say I'm going to do a lot more on social media this year. I think it's a massive opportunity for retailers. So we're going to focus a lot on that this year to drive the message home.
Dennis, I've got thank you very much for sending me the video of your store. I don't know if you can see that on the screen right now.
Well packed.
Yeah.
Nice. Looking good, Dennis.
Dennis, you have more soft drinks than I do. I've never thought I'd see a retailer like that.
Well, the thing is, we've just had a refit done, and what we've done, where obviously what's been really good for us is our food to go area, and I think what's been really great for us is we've moved the soft drinks to the back of the store. So it means that people have got to go to the back of the store to buy the soft drinks, which we have loads of workmen come in and different people. So it's been a great experience for their store. But listen, everybody's store's different, so it's been a great success for us.
This year, in light of everything that's happened, are you working with more local producers or local suppliers to bring a point of difference to your store or something unique to within your community? Do you see that's happened?
I think off the back of COVID, during that period, I was on the phone to everyone and anyone that could supply me for everything and anything. So I've used a lot of suppliers from then for products now that I've carried forward, specialist suppliers of certain things in different departments. So I say that worked. But then, just like Susan said, I think for us the biggest increase this year for us as well is a massive announcement of like a delivery platform and getting that instantly to people and stuff like that. So I feel like that's my biggest point of growth this year, other than the fact that I'm doing more events and trying to make it more of a thing. And I think it's also to remember as well that if people are, there's two ends of the scale. So if people are like conscious of their budget due to like a large amount of like recession pending and a large amount of job losses and stuff, there's also a proportion of people that are used to on trade spending. So I like so the last lockdown I had an influx of people that would traditionally go to the pub buying cans, and what they used to pay for pints and then they pay for cans in store are two different worlds apart. So there's a massive difference there. And then with your like higher end tonics and stuff like that, if people want that kind of experience at home, I think there's a massive potential to really give them that. So we've tapped into like things like cocktails and things like that, so people can actually, and I've seen a growth in spirits and people wanting to make those cocktails at home. So the mixer trade and all of that stuff, if you bundle it together and make cocktail packages and things like that, I see it being a massive opportunity this Christmas that I don't think you'll probably get next Christmas or for a while anyway. People are at home and they're probably going to want to make those kind of drinks and stuff at home. So I feel like that's an opportunity that we should really tap up this year.
We've tapped in with a supplier that does. They've got a massive online presence, and we're using them in store for gifting. So I think there's going to be a lot more presence bought in local convenience stores this year. and how we can sell them that in store. So we had someone in yesterday, they wanted a 3-litre bottle of Moet Chandon and we wouldn't stock it. But how can we use someone else's website via a supplier to bring that into store? So again, it's going back to the experience, and Amit's 100% correct what he's saying. The cocktails are going to be very, very big this year, and having that cocktail section ready in store with the right products, with the right mixes, and doing the pairing advice. And I think that's where suppliers can really help retailers this year. It's that knowledge. And if we've got the knowledge to sell to our shoppers, there's more confidence and they'll come back again. So the repeat purchase will be better. But the other thing we're going to do added value. So we're doing a lot of glassware. So rather than doing price drop, we want to keep the price maintained and give an added value with purchase. And it locks the consumer into the product. And I think that'll be our big plus as well.
Are those the gift packs, Paul?
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of gift packs, but we've got umpteen types of different glasses that we managed to acquire from different wholesalers and suppliers. And rather than just using them in the store or just giving them away, we're actually doing rack ends. We've got some Schweppes glasses left over from an event we did before, and we're going to do that again this year. So rather than just doing a price, that's how you bundle that all up together and give that to the consumer. The consumer feels like they feel special as well when they're receiving something in store.
Tying those in together, we've been doing something similar, but we've been using our online delivery platform and then delivering gifts as well for people. So we've been using Snappy Shopper now.
Nice.
So people can order a deliver, they can order a gift, and we'll either get it gift bagged or wrap it and get it sent to wherever they want to get it sent to, providing it's within our radius. Within 30 to 60 minutes, get it wrapped and get it gifted. So we've seen people gifting each other gifts. And then I know it's a bit off topic, but we bought a load of toys and stuff for them at the front. And we're delivering those as well. So people have been ordering toys from us and having them delivered, and we're delivering them discreetly and stuff like that. So there is a demand there for it. And obviously, with the large retailers closed, you can sweep up a lot of that overspill trend, really, market.
You're delivering them gift wrap.
Yeah. So we've got the gift wrap in them. Some of them, it took them a few attempts, but then once you get it, watch a few YouTube videos. It's not really rocket science, wrap a present, and you just get it sent out. But the top up you can make in that, it's quite good to be honest.
It's a really, really great idea. Great idea.
It is. If you've got someone down the road, or you've got your dad a couple of streets away, and you can't pop over, and you just want to get your whiskey gift wrapped and sent to that's fantastic.
We've bagged them and then we've just sent them. We've literally gift wrapped them, bagged them and sent them. We write the card out. And then the other thing is as well, and I think this is generally with everything, if you're doing things for people now, it means like 10 times more than if you did it traditionally. So anything and everything you do, even if it's a little bit now, you'll get appreciated for it 10 times more. And if you use that and have that in your mentality when you're planning things, and understand that I'm going to probably get 10 times, 5 times more credit for doing it now while people are struggling, they'll remember you more. I feel like it just incentivizes you to be more active than you traditionally would have been. So that's what we're trying to do. We're just going that extra mile now, because that extra mile traditionally would equate to us traveling 10 miles ahead. So we're really seeing people appreciate it. We did a little Halloween thing. We outside, we put some stuff out, organised a bit of a trail for people to walk around. It wasn't any more than what we do. It's like a tiny bit more than what we do every year anyway. But the feedback we got this year compared to every other year was tenfold better. The engagement was 10 times better. It's because people are really, really looking for something for people to want to engage with, and if you give them that, they'll appreciate it now more. So I would encourage other people as well to get out there, get involved now more than ever, because now you'll get more credit than you ever would.
Well, that sounds like your big top tip, Amrit, for your retailing peers. Do everyone want to share their one big top tip for the rest of the retailing community to get behind for this Christmas?
I'm just going to jump in quickly before any more top tips come across, because I just wanted to say, because I didn't mention it at the beginning. So for anybody who's watching this now, within the next week, if you want to comment on this video, whether you're watching it on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching this from, if you comment on this video between now and next Friday, then you could be in a chance to win some free Coke products, Coke and Schweppes products, courtesy of Coca-Cola. So yeah, so please do comment below, and of course always share these videos if you think this would be a really useful, you've got some useful advice in here and you think a retailer friend of yours would find this useful. Please do share it on. So yes, back onto top tips.
I would say don't be afraid to get those more premium products in. People have got, some people have got more money to spend, and they are spending it in our stores, and we know that as a result from our first COVID. So our range has changed to sort of better, good and better, as we call it. So people are spending more and trading up, and that's how, if they're trading up on a bottle of gin, that's where you need products there that they grab them. It's higher margin that actually makes you the money. So yes, they're spending more, but yeah, don't be afraid. Just do it.
Great. Sunita?
I've got a lot of catching up to do, so just give me some time, and I've actually got some top tips off some top retailers now, and I definitely sort of like implement some of this in some of my stores, to be honest. So I'm in the process of getting delivery sorted. I'm a little bit behind these guys. So I'm getting a delivery service provided to my customers. So hopefully I'll take all these top tips and implement them.
Great. I'm glad this is helpful. Amit?
I'd say focus on gifting and availability, because like Dennis mentioned, supermarkets are going to be very busy. A lot of people who are still very conscious of COVID will not want to go into a really busy, packed, highly dense area. They're going to want to go to their local shop. So if you can get your gifting on point, make sure the availability is there so you don't get a run, I think you'll set yourself up for the next few years as well.
Mm-hmm. Dennis? I feel like you're going to show us some more stuff in your store in a second.
We were going in the top room then.
Just learned. I'm just going to thank you all very much on the call for giving me 3 or 4 top tips just now. I just think it's great for retailers to speak. I've learned a lot today just with these 3 things. My top tip is going to be is serving our community. I think doing more on social media, and I think just now, especially what's happened COVID, is we've had a lot of new customers, and we want to keep them. And obviously I'll be doing a lot of the things that I've heard today, but my top tip is social media and serving my community.
Brilliant. That's a really...
And what is it in particular with social media that's worked well for you, Dennis?
Just their posts, because I'm lucky I've got a daughter and my wife who are very good at, posting on Facebook, and we have a great following, and anything we do, they get right behind. I think what's been a winner for everybody in our sector is we've really stepped up to the plate, and everybody should be so proud of themselves, the work they've done in the community, and there's loads of stories and different things you've heard, and I think the people in the UK realise how much a local shop does. So I think we've all been winners, and I think it's been great the work we've done, but we want to keep the new customers that we have now, and that is the way to keep them with all the new ideas you've heard just now.
Right. And Paul, are you going to sign us off with the final big tip?
I think my big tip for everyone is, look, maximise your category. Look at what your shopper demands are for your store in the area you're trading in. But don't forget, inspire the shopper, interrupt the shopper, which leads to a bigger basket spend. But, over and above everything that we discussed today, from CTALK, stay positive, stay safe, and enjoy Christmas.
Absolutely. I think that probably leads us to this. Thank you so much for taking part, everyone. Really wish you a very safe and prosperous Christmas and New Year, and hopefully see you and we can all come together again.
Fantastic. Thank you, Amy. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.